Good evening all. I'm Aditi Lama with the Thursday night edition of South Asian News, Vision of Asia. We are coming to you from our studio in New York City. Welcome to the show. Let's begin the episode taking a look at the coronavirus pandemic and its impact. The world has surpassed 150 million cases of COVID-19 with now 3 million deaths. In India, home to many of our viewers, we are getting devastating news of sick people being turned away from hospitals that have run out of beds and oxygen as the new number of cases and deaths hit record. This is the worst outbreak of the coronavirus in the world, with global repercussions if the situation is not handled. India today reported nearly 380,000 cases and more than 3,600 deaths, with hospitals overwhelmed begging for help. Experts are also warning that the numbers coming in for these deaths especially could be a huge undercount. So we hope all your families back home are staying safe and healthy. And for all South Asians living here who have lost a loved one in India to COVID, we send our prayers and condolences. Here in the United States, we are at more than 32 million COVID-19 cases with at least 574,000 deaths. Vaccination efforts are increasing, with now a focus on inoculating underserved Black and brown communities who have been disproportionately impacted by this crisis. Meanwhile, marking his first 100 days of the office, President Joe Biden addressed the Congress, speaking directly to working and middle-class Americans who feel left behind and forgotten. President Biden has promised an ambitious economic and infrastructure plan amounted to a blue-collar blueprint to build America. With that, let's begin tonight's episode featuring doctors, officials, and more. Here are the headlines. Emergency Services Medical Director Dr. Anuj Vohra addresses COVID-19 cases and vaccine Hartford Healthcare, Connecticut. Candidates meet and greet at Marlboro Republican 2021 Township Council campaign, New Jersey. Gandhian Society presents Interfaith Prayer Program, Khadi and Handicraft exhibition, New Jersey. It's time for a short break on Vision of Asia South Asian News segment. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I am Aditi Lama and this is Vision of Asia, Thursday night episode of South Asian News. Let's begin by taking a look at the coronavirus updates and measures. More than 301 million vaccine doses have been distributed in the US and at least 234 million doses have been administered according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Today, COVID vaccine maker Moderna announced that it will make as many as 1 billion doses of its shot this year and up to 3 billion next year. It also said that most of those doses will go towards vaccinating young children and for booster shots. Meanwhile, cases and deaths nationally are decreasing, but experts warn Americans to not put their guard down and continue practicing social distancing, hand hygiene, and wearing a mask while we wait for most adults of the nation to be vaccinated. On vaccines, there is now a huge focus of the Biden administration on vaccine education and awareness amongst communities of anti-vaxxers. It is very important for these individuals to get vaccinated to reach herd immunity, and discussing more on that, we spoke with Dr. Anuj Vohra. Dr. Vohra is the Medical Director of Emergency Services at the Hartford Healthcare in Connecticut. Here is Dr. Vohra on COVID-19. What do you have to say to anti-vaxxers? Unfortunately, there's a huge number of them in the country. I'd like to know how dangerous it could get for us if those people are not vaccinated.
Well, if you're unvaccinated, you're continuing to be at risk for a COVID infection and all the risks and side effects that come with those infections, because we've seen people with COVID with COVID infections get blood clots because the illness is associated with blood clots. We've seen people have heart attacks, strokes, significant pneumonias, hypoxia, which is low oxygen saturation. It just opens up the door to so many other illnesses that it really doesn't make sense not to get the vaccine. It's so important to get that to reduce your exposure and risk to these life-threatening illnesses because they can be avoided with this medication.
Right. 2 more questions left for you here, Dr. Vohra. What are you the most worried about right now?
I'm worried about the children because we have not found a vaccine that's approved for children yet, although they are working on it. So that is one thing that keeps me up because I have 4 small children myself. They're 6, 4, 4, and 2. So that's one. And the other is people not taking it seriously, especially in India and areas of high congregation and population. This has been proven to be a world changer, a world killer in a sense, and it's changed every single person on this earth's face of reality. So we need to just make sure that we take it seriously. We continue to be vigilant about our safety for ourselves and those around us, for those of our loved ones as well. We continue to hand wash, wear those face masks, keep our distance as much as possible, and get vaccinated as soon as you can. I think that's going to lead to a better future for all of us.
And finally, my last question to you, Dr. Vohra. What are you predicting for the next month with COVID-19 cases and deaths here?
In the United States, I expect that the COVID-19 cases and deaths will continue to decline.
All right.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I expect to see, and that the vaccination counts continue to increase significantly.
In New Jersey, the momentum is high and communities are energized even during this pandemic for the local and state elections across the state, with primaries on June 8th this year. If you are a New Jersey resident, make sure to look into your township elections to see if you feel represented in it and do cast your vote. Local and state level officials make up a huge part of the everyday functioning of townships and cities, and it's essential for New Jerseyans to participate in this election as it would affect their communities directly in economy, healthcare, criminal justice, infrastructure, and much more. On that, in Marlboro Township Council, 3 seats are up for grab, with 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats running for the council positions. The Republicans running are Antoinette Denuzzo, Michael Millman, and June Khadi, while the Democratic candidates are Jeff Cantor, Scott Mazzeger, and Carol Mazzola. Recently, the Marlboro Republican 2021 Township Council campaign held a candidates meet and greet to give the community an opportunity to get to know these Republican candidates. Here is the story.
Viren Tawate, I'm a retired military officer from India, a registered Republican from Township of North Brunswick, and I'm here to support my brother, my friend Junaid Qazi. He had been trying to contest election. All the political parties in India want him to be the member of parliament. With great difficulty, we have been able to convince him that you live here, your family live here, your children are growing up here, so you better be part of politics of United States of America.
I'd like to welcome everyone to Marlboro, New Jersey. I'd like to introduce the Republican 2021 Town Council ticket, Junaid Qazi, Michael Millman, Antoinette Denuzzo. I'm John Gibardi, the municipal chair. Republicans need to take charge of Marlboro because we have a better team with a better direction. We have the skill sets to take Marlboro into the future while protecting all citizens, our quality of life, our police, all of our veterans, and we're looking forward to governing with our skill sets. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael Millman. I'm currently running for Marlboro Town Council as a Republican ticket. I am running not just by myself, and I'd ask that you not just vote for me, but you also vote for Antoinette Denuzzo and Junaid Qazi. We are running as a team, and as a team, we have what it takes to take this town toward the better direction. We bring a fresh set of eyes for a better direction. We will continue to maintain and improve the quality of life here in Marlboro. And I want to say that I'm very pleased to have them by my side running with me.
I'm running on the Republican ticket for Marlboro Town Council. My running mates, Junaid Qazi, Michael Millman, and I have developed a plan for improving Marlboro and bringing it into the future. We want to focus on best practices, and we would also like to ensure that the quality of life here in Marlboro remains at an excellent level for our children, our grandchildren, and all of the citizens of Marlboro. We would appreciate your support, and we thank you, and we wish you all well, and we would love for you to vote for us. Thank you.
तो साहब यहाँ पे आज रिपब्लिकन पार्टी का इवेंट हुआ और उस इवेंट के अंदर हम 3 कैंडिडेट, जिसमें मेरा नाम जुनैद काजी, टोनी डिनीजो and Michael Millman. We all are 3 candidates for the Republican ticket. We are contesting the election for the councilman, or council for the Marlboro Township. And I want everybody's support and the help to win this election. So I will be asking, the campaign will be start soon, because this is the start. Today was the starting ceremony, meet and greet. After this, we're gonna start with the full swing campaign, and I will be needing all the support from our Indian community, because the thing is, in Marlboro itself, we have 13% Asian, and we never had any representation from our community. So I think this is the right setup to improve the community up, to have representation right from the township. Thank you so much. Thank you, ITV.
My name is Jerry Schaffenberger. I'm an assemblyman from Legislative District 13, and I am running for re-election. And I'm excited to be running for re-election in District 13. The town of Marlboro is one of my towns. It's more important than ever that people get out to vote. This is an important election because the governor's at the top, every seat in the legislature, and we sorely need to take back the legislature and have some common sense legislation that will turn this state around. And I promise I will be at the forefront of it. I've introduced some really strong legislation. I'm looking forward to running with Vicki Flynn, who's my running mate for the assembly, and we're going to make a tremendous team. And I think we're going to give 110% effort to LD 13 and represent you well. Thank you.
I was a councilwoman in Marlboro from 1998 to 2001, and I am very excited about our new ticket. This is one of the most exciting tickets we've had in years, a ticket truly representative of Marlboro Township and Marlboro Township's people. So it is so important that we go out, we support our GLP candidates in Marlboro. Thank you.
Hi, this is Sarvesh. I'm here to support our council candidate at Marlboro, Mr. Junaid Khazi. He's a very nice guy, a family man with his architect and civil background. I think he's a good candidate, and he will do good for the town. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Brajesh Singh and I am chairman of Piscataway Republican Party. I am here to support Junaid Khazi and his team. This is the time to bring changes to Marlboro Township. With the help of your vote, Junaid Khazi and his team can bring very, very good changes for the good of people and for the county. So please help him win this election. Thanks again, and I am Brajesh from Piscataway Republican Party, chairman of that party. Thank you.
Senator Declan O'Scanlan. And look, I'm happy to be here, happy to support our Marlboro party and our Marlboro candidates. Mike, Tony, and Junaid, they're wonderful, wonderful candidates. They're going to be great for Marlboro. They're going to be great addition to the Monmouth County Republican family. So we're really looking forward to supporting them and getting them across the finish line and working with all the people in Marlboro as they move forward.
My name is Pankaj Rana. I'm from Clifton, New Jersey. We are supporting all in East Asian community to Junaid Khazi to elected from the councilman. He is one of the best our Indian community candidate. So make sure all Indian people, all Indian community, please vote for him, all and his team. Thank you very much. ITV, come down to get all information. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mahesh Patel from Pasai. I'm the friends of Janet Kazi, and that's why I'm here. And I like to support him, and I like to give him all kinds of support to elect him and the whole panel. Thank you very much.
While it's time for another short break on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community, stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back. I am Aditi Lama, and this is Vision of Asia South Asian news segment. Let's now take a look at the Gandhian Society in New Jersey. The Gandhian Society promotes the Gandhian way of living, spreading the message of India's father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, who employed non-violent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence from the British rule. He has since inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. The Gandhian Society proudly takes forward Mahatma Gandhi's ideologies of non-violence, truth, self-discipline, and love. On that, recently, the Gandhian Society presented an interfaith prayer program featuring a Khadi and Handicraft exhibition at the Royal Albert's Palace in New Jersey. All of the proceeds of the event went to several humanitarian projects of the Gandhian Society in India and COVID relief efforts here in the US. Here is the story.
I am Mr. Budala, organizer of the Gandhian Society. I am a founder of Gandhian Society. Today is an interfaith prayer. Without Sudhir Parikh, I cannot do anything. It's really, I am glad Sudhir Parikh helped me in lot of way. His staff, Bhatti and Mr. Ilyas, both are helping me. Without Mr. Sudhir Parikh, we cannot do anything. This interfaith is like a Gandhi's first preference is interfaith. Whenever he go there, anywhere, he start with the interfaith. He always allow everybody, Islam, Jains, Christian, and he sit everyone together and he do prayer together. So this is just today I just started something like this, just like a Gandhian movement. So I'm really happy. Sudhir Parikh is giving me a chance for this. Thank you.
This is Balaji Jilla from Sparta, New Jersey. I work for the U.S. Army here. I've been living in this country for the last 26 years. I'm really honored here as I'm one of the recipients of the honoring for the Gandhian Society. This society has been formed by Bhadra Butalaji and H.R. Shahji, as you are all know H.R. Shahji. They're promoting this Gandhian principle, philosophy, way of life.
Yeah, it's a good conference. It's one of the unique conference that all the religious people came and they talk about Gandhi. In the outside world, there is a less information about Gandhi. This is one of the opportunity to spread Gandhian philosophy, which is based on a tolerance, non-violence, and acceptation of all the religions in a normal life to upgrade your life at next level.
It was a nice function organized under the leadership of H.R. Shah and Bhadra Butala, who has dedicated his life for the Gandhiji. Today was a nice event. I would like to just emphasize few of Gandhiji's value besides truth, non-violence, untouchability. I would like to talk about two of his values among many. Number one, in today's date and age, what we need is the humanity. He believed humanity is the biggest religion, above Hindu, above Christianism, above Sikhism, above any other religion. He believed there should be humanity should be the biggest religion.
Okay, मेरा नाम Prabhujit Singh, and I participated in this event for an interfaith prayer that happened. for people in India, especially going through COVID. And it was a very well organized event. We had an opportunity to learn from various faiths, and believe it or not, they all say for human equality, for serving others. So there's more in common between all faiths than we know. And very well organized event, very well done. I see a lot of Gandhi related stuff here, Khadi stuff for people to buy. So a good job to the Gandhian Society here and Mr. Batalaji and everyone involved in this. Thank you so much.
So thank you very much. We are very happy to be here at the Gandhian Society event at the Albert Palace. It's a wonderful interfaith event where we heard from leading members of different religions, the Hindu religion movements, different groups, Jain groups. We heard from leaders of the Islamic faith and other various faiths. And it is wonderful to see how we are all children of God under one God.
My name is Mansi Ganga Devi Dasi. I am representing ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We are very happy to be here at the Gandhian gathering for the occasion of the rapid pandemic that is going on, and we are here to express our thoughts and solidarity. We stand together against this pandemic, and recognizing that we all have we have a common God, and we are here to pray and chant and help in whatever way we can.
Hello, my name is Deepak Shah. I'm here at the Gandhian Interfaith prayer meeting in Albert Jassani Place in Edison, New Jersey. Today we had a very good program with community leaders and a lot of people from interfaith, different religions, and they all speak about today's question that we need a peace. Mahatma Gandhi teaches non-violence, peace, ahimsa, all these qualities that the world has need to restore the peace in the world.
आज हमारे को यहाँ पर भजन गाने के लिए जैनिज़्म को आपके सामने में प्रस्तुत करने के लिए क्या है, इट वाज रियली अ फैंटास्टिक एक्सपीरियंस. बहुत ही आनंद आया, बहुत अच्छा लगा. और इसी तरह से फंक्शन ITV, TV एशिया, ITV सब लोगों ने, आप लोगों ने जो यहाँ पर आके इस फंक्शन को प्रोत्साहन किया, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
People from different backgrounds were here explaining about their religion, and we got an opportunity to present something on Jainism. Navkar Mantra, Shamapna Sutra, and Michhami Dukram were the three mantras that we presented from a Jainism standpoint.
So Gandhiji used to believe all religions are same, and we trust that. And we have been doing this since last 25 years, and this is a very good occasion. And all Indians came here, all NRIs, and I am also being felicitated by them. And thank you for this felicitation.
मेरा नाम शाहिद सलीम ख़ान है और यहाँ पे मुझे एक मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी की तरफ से रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए बुलाया गया है और मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि यहाँ पे मैंने देखा है कि इंटरफेथ के काफ़ी लोग यहाँ पे मौजूद थे और मुझे इसका मौका दिया गया गांधीयन सोसाइटी की तरफ से. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. मैं बहुत इम्प्रेस हुआ कि यहाँ पे गांधीयन सोसाइटी जो है ये इतना अच्छा काम कर रही है और सबको, साउथ एशियंस को इकट्ठा करने के लिए हम लोग सब एक हैं. और इस वक्त जो इंडिया की सिचुएशन है कोविड-19 की वजह से, हमारी सबकी दुआएं आप लोगों के साथ हैं, इंडिया के साथ हैं, क्योंकि हम सब एक ही हैं.
While this wraps up our show for the night, please send us your suggestions and get your voices and organizations on our show. Email us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on Facebook @itvgold. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for free access to many of our popular shows. Thank you for joining us tonight from Queens, New York. This is Vision of Asia, and I am Aditi Lamba. Take care and be well.